Hello, everybody, and welcome back for another episode of Big Blanca's Baloney Brigade. This is RockLeeSmile. As always, got the classic crew plus Green 9090. How's it going, everybody?
Blanca likes pound cake.
Big Blanca. That's a
Yeah,
good
I mean,
name.
he's a big guy.
Was that
apparently
Blanca's dad? Is that what it was? Is that
it's Blanca Senior. He'll electrify your dick off.
That's not good. Yeah.
He'll make your nuts pop like grapes.
Well, yeah. What does he use his sitting electric thing? Like, does he use that to like?
He can stand and do electric. That's his thing.
Does he do the? Oh wow, that's crazy.
Nobody's ever done that before.
Does he fry the bologna with electricity?
He can. That's how he can cook it. He can do spam too, if you'd prefer.
Oh god, do I draw a new hand?
I did.
I'm gonna draw a new
seven
hand.
lands.
Oh, stop shitting!
I had
Alright.
7 lands, and now
It's
I have.
actually okay.
It is not okay.
Is it actually okay?
No.
You have 7 lands?
I did, and I drew another hand, and now I don't
Oh.
have like.
Now you have 8.
Yeah. No, I lost basically.
That's actually happened to me before. I had a hand that was literally all lands, and then I re-rolled it, and I had no lands. And I was like, okay, well,
Reverse
fuck you,
strikes
Magic.
again. Rerolled it.
Magic the Gathering, Duel of the Planeswalkers, 20. What year is it?
Roll a dice. If it's a 6, you win the game.
You guys remember that weird game they had in the last version where there were like the rules were just fucking nuts?
Oh, the
it
yeah,
was-
with the little dice thing in the middle.
It was
Oh,
just-
yeah, that was crazy.
That was 2 versions ago, actually.
Was
Was it? I think it was one.
Maybe it was.
No, that was in 2013.
I don't
Or-
know. I think it was
thought
2014.
I thought 2013 was the 1v3 mode.
I don't know.
Who cares?
I don't know either.
Either way, it was fucking
Yeah, shut up,
ridiculous and
Austin.
made
That
no
bullshit.
sense.
Oh,
It made no sense at all.
The 1v3 was actually kind of fun. It was really broken for the 1, but it was still pretty fun.
Mhm.
The 1 got to draw
Better
like
broken than
2 or 3 cards a turn or something like that.
oh.
Oh.
Selesner's Number of Angel.
Sometimes it's 1v3 in this, and nobody ever complains about that.
Oh, well, we do complain.
It's a good
actually.
point.
Yeah, we
complain
complain.
all the time about it.
Yeah.
Who wants to not be able to block until the end of my turn?
I'll take the hit team.
All right, enjoy. He doesn't have haste, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, now Nick could just poke him.
Yeah, but I'll poke Nick. No, I
He's bad
can't.
at the game,
No,
though.
I
No,
think
yeah,
it's-
you can't because you. Wait.
It's
yes, you can.
it's only on my turn though, isn't it?
Yeah, it was only your turn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Well, that was exciting.
We're getting underway. Hey, this is the first Magic episode in which I am playing with my new wireless headphones. So
Oh, wow.
Is this the first Magic episode that we've played in 2015?
actually, yeah,
Holy shit! It is.
Whoa, the year matches.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, we did it.
That's rare. Okay, that means the new game's coming out pretty soon.
yeah. Just in like a week or two, they're gonna come out with 2016.
Well, you know
Right.
what's weird is that like we saw 2015 at PAX, and PAX is in like 2 months. So
Yeah, that's true.
can you guys believe PAX is in 2 months?
Is it
Why?
really?
Yeah,
did you
2
do
months
that?
and like 4 days.
Saffrolings, man.
I guess. I mean, did you read the card? It would take me a long time to build anything with that card.
I don't know.
All right. Well, kill card used on
Wild
me.
cards back.
Wild card, bitches.
All right, well, I'm gonna take this opportunity to get some life. I'm sorry, Green. It's needed.
All right.
Hey, he opened the door. All right.
I know he did. No,
Actually,
it's just
his
great.
love
Everybody's
opened
piling on me already. I played one creature.
Wait, why do
just
I
like
have
everybody else?
24? Oh, the land. Right. Okay, never mind. I'm stupid. I haven't played in a while.
Let his love open the door. Let his love open the door. And that's all of that song we can sing without getting our channels banned.
All right.
Woo.
What is that song? Who sings that song?
Let my love open the door. I don't know.
Oh. Well, thanks, Rob.
I feel like the way you
That's
performed
Billy
it
Joel?
wasn't quite right.
I don't think that's Billy Joel. My love opened the door. Oh, it's Pete Townshend.
Pete
Probably from the
Townshend.
Shrek soundtrack.
Yeah, Pete Townshend.
Shouldn't.
Pete Townshend. What are you?
It's like how you pronounce that dog breed. It's like Dachshund.
Dachshund?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yeah,
Dashwind.
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 Dachshund. You have to make a
means
lot
that
of gurgling
wind.
noises in between the syllables. Dachshund.
It's like the Schwinn in German.
Don't do the Schwinn, man. It never ends well.
Wait, what's wrong with the Schwinn? I like the Schwinn bikes. Actually, I don't like riding Schwinn bikes. I would prefer mountain bikes.
Okay, I was going on the
like Rob doesn't like.
I was going on the pretense that the Schwinn was an actual word that existed, so that's where I.
No, it's a real thing. Schwinn bikes.
Didn't know that, so my joke didn't really go
Have you
anywhere.
never
I'm sorry.
heard of Schwinns? They're like the Converse of bikes.
Which is contrapositive of the inverse of bikes.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
What does
There
that
you
even
go.
mean?
I meant the company, personally. But...
I meant the math process. Bikes and trigonometry, maybe. I don't know.
There's a lot of trigonometry when you're riding a bike. You got to do math.
That's a good point, yeah.
True. Yeah.
So, viewers, before we started the episode, we were thinking about things we might end up talking about for when we wrote the script, and we casually mentioned that we don't rip on Nintendo enough in a passing way, so we could not do it, and then we ended up doing it for a while.
Yeah, we did
camera,
do it
which
for
is
like
great.
30 minutes. Like we were just like making a joke, but then we shot on Nintendo for a good 30 minutes. But we got it out of the way before the episode, so you guys can.
Right, so you don't have to hear it now.
Yeah,
So
you
by
don't need
logic,
it.
we're gonna start talking shit about them at any second now.
Well,
It just-
now we have to.
Yeah, now we have to.
Now it has
Yeah.
to happen. It's not even up
So-
to us anymore.
What's
That's the
Nintendo up to these days? Anything new in 2015?
I don't know what Nintendo's been doing. They've been a little quiet this end of the year.
We don't.
Yeah.
I don't think we
They
should
made
trust
Smash
it.
Brothers, man.
They
don't have to do
released
anything
Smash
else
Brothers,
after.
and then they kind of fell off the radar. That was their
They
big.
honestly probably don't have to. Their big hoo-ha, their vagina? Are you...
That's-
that was their...
I mean, if you wanted to
That's
be.
pretty massive.
Nintendo showed me its big hoo-ha. Walk
Yeah.
right in.
Just look at Nintendo's big vagina.
It's really disturbing. Yeah.
I don't think hoo-ha has to immediately mean vagina. I feel like you're jumping a
Pretty
couple
much
bridges
means
here.
vagina.
That's where they lay the Mario eggs.
Oh.
All right. Well,
Okay.
That would get Nintendo right in her hoo-ha.
lost this game actually though.
Yeah.
But, yeah. No, I was saying that, if Star Fox, like, blows me away... Oh, you bastard.
That tangent was so great.
was that was a Rob segue, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, not really. We were talking about Nintendo. But anyway, if Star Fox blows me away, I'm buying back in, boys. I'm back on the Nintendo.
Oh yeah, and then I
bandwagon.
said that was bullshit.
I know. You're right.
You shouldn't forgive them so quickly.
It doesn't take much to get on the Nintendo train. The Nintendo train seems always like really fun, and I always want to be on it. But you got to be cautious. But man, once the door opens and you see there's a big old party on the inside and Star Fox is there, oh man, one stop. We'll do one stop.
You're gonna
The
let me
Nintendo
walk
train is just like the gravy train, right? I mean, it's lubricated by gravy, it's covered in gravy, the cars are filled with gravy. But the thing is, if you eat of the Nintendo train for too long, you will die of a heart attack.
Oh yeah.
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 That'll happen.
That's
From
the danger.
sadness.
That is the
Sad,
danger.
sad heart attack.
Or you'll choke on an amiibo finger or something.
What is an amiibo? What are those even?
They're a
Little
Skylander
statue.
toy. That's what they are.
There's statues. You put them on the base of the controller, and then it gives you special powers sometimes in a game.
All
Right?
Well, I mean, that sounds good to me, I guess.
Yeah, they're like idols to video gaming.
There was a funny picture on Reddit of the amiibo like stand or rack in a store, and all the amiibos were gone except for the Luigi ones.
Oh,
I saw that.
poor Luigi. Oh man.
Yeah, the year of Luigi is clearly over.
I don't think there ever even was a
There
year.
wasn't
shit
even
about
a
you
fucking
ever
year
again.
of Luigi. They're like, hey, this is the year of Luigi in which we release a handheld game for him, and that's it. The year of Luigi.
He did that thing where he like crossed off the name on the new Super Mario Brothers thing for Wii U, and then he's like, "This is Luigi's game now."
Yeah.
But it was just DLC. They just repackaged it.
Yeah.
Fucking Luigi, what a dick.
Oh, wow. So that card, you just sort of hot soup. It's just
Yeah,
hot
what
soup.
about it?
Because the card name is hot soup. I like that.
Yeah, it's like a pile of hot poop.
I want to meet that
Yeah,
soup.
the soup is
What
too
about
hot.
Soup. Poop soup. Hot poop soup.
I don't think it has to
What
be a
does the
poop
hot
soup.
soup do? I don't understand. Like,
It
like
makes the creature unlock.
no, I get that, but like,
Oh,
or,
like conceptually?
yeah. What is?
Well,
the
you
hot-
don't. He's got this big fucking thing of hot
It's-
soup. If you block him, then it spills all over everything.
Yeah.
Right, it's like when you're in a kitchen and you go behind as you're walking around so nobody backs up into you, and then everyone gets scalded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why if the creature is dealt damage, he fucking drops it all over himself and dies.
Huh.
You know, I think that is actually the logic that was employed for this card.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
I'm 100%. Yeah. You think I would just make something like that up?
No, I don't. I don't think you would do that.
Lost.
No, we actually lost. Though. I have 3 lands. I lost.
Are you guys serious? You're that worried?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 6 flyers and a 10.
That's half of Rob's health.
Yeah, I just
Oh
lost
no,
half my
Rob!
HP.
What's gonna happen to Rob now?
My
Find
hand
out.
So I would have
sucks
attacked Nick,
ass.
but he'll just regenerate his fucking drug skeletons. Like,
God,
I would have
really
killed you
damn
if you
it.
attacked me, man.
Nick kills things.
Okay, yeah.
He doesn't appreciate it. We lost.
We
Oh
lost
boy.
again in the other
Lost
direction.
the game.
Lost.
It's over.
It's a
So you can
wild
just do
world.
1 damage to Nick's and it'll die oh, well, that works too.
Yeah, now it's a 7/7.
Oh, see, I have the magical protection of Death Touch from that monstrosity. What is it actually? Oh, it's Scion of the Wild. It's just an alien or a predator. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
It is actually just a predator. It's
Yeah,
got braids
yeah,
and mouth.
it is. It has 100,000 extinctions to avenge.
that's good.
That's a lot.
Oh, please, Nick!
Oh
Hey,
Yeah.
we lost. I mean,
What a
like,
player.
I don't know why.
Sorry, Rob. That card is banned. I don't think.
All right, fine. I mean, like, if you guys just want to lose to green, fine, I guess. Again, I have the only card that counters his.
Yeah, I actually would have rather.
Yeah, that's like some of the only AoE damage in the game.
Yeah.
Like
actually.
it gives me happiness to see it die because I hate that fucking card, but at the same time, it was going to prevent green from getting
I
too
feel
scared.
for Rob. I feel a lot of
Oh my
emotion.
god, a
for Rob.
lens!
It's
I'm not happy doing that.
It's the second time you've done that to me, Nick, where it's like, I'd rather just lose.
Why do you think I'm gonna lose? I can block his shit. I'm not that worried.
All right, I believe in you.
I also just gained 6 health for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
You're the only person who I could make a good move of that by doing that.
No, okay.
Yeah,
Just
That's
do-
true.
Not wrong.
I'm not.
Oh, somebody's getting exiled.
Okay.
Just a little bit of a little something there for you, since I can't do anything else. All right.
Well, this
easy
is
to-
a green-white deck, so I can't exactly fish things out of my graveyard.
Yeah,
I
but you had the
appreciate
most
sense-
things in your graveyard, so
Yeah.
I just had to do that. I mean, I was doing it to Rob to get rid of Inferno Titan, but I felt that would have just been adding insult to injury.
Well, I can't bring him back anyway. I don't care.
Oh, we lost actually though.
Yeah,
I
flyer
wonder
could be a
if we
problem.
if we had a thing that could have.
Oh, here
dealt
we
with
go.
Here we go. Oh,
That.
Rob's
Goodbye,
dead.
friends.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait, no.
Alright.
This. Yeah, so I'm gonna take Rob out because I think he has the best chance of countering my deck. I'm
Yes,
sorry,
I
Rob.
do.
Also, you're very weak.
Yep. No, I mean that's completely fine. I mean Nick just killed me.
Yeah. Yeah. you
Jeez,
did.
Nick. Come on,
Jeez.
man. We needed that guy. Maybe. Probably.
Jeez.
Probably, maybe.
Jeez, Nick.
Hmm.
Jeez.
Jeez, Nick. Jeez, Nick.
You know what I never used to like?
What's that?
Parmesan cheese. No, salami's always been great, actually.
Well, you never liked Parmesan. It's so good cheese.
No, I like it now, but I you know, growing up, I was never into the Parmesan.
The Parmesan. Yeah, it's tasty. Tasty stuff.
Kind of grows
I
on
like it,
you
yeah.
a little bit. Yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah. Like when
I
was
never
younger,
didn't like it.
You know, it's got that really weird, very specific cheese flavor. Like all other cheeses are kind of in a maybe I'm talking out of my ass. I mean, but kinda. I mean, cheese. I don't know.
Okay.
Parmesan.
Thanks for that thrilling sentence.
I mean, like a lot of other cheeses have very similar cheesy flavors, whereas Parmesan has a very specific, very dry, super.
It's not an American
cheesy-
You took us on a ride there with that.
I did.
It's,
One.
what you're saying, Rob, is that it's not an American cheese.
Well, yeah.
American cheese.
Yeah.
Da-na-na-na-na.
Like
This is
neon
like-
yellow and completely flavorless.
Yeah. Well, like, but also, like, almost any cheese we manufacture in this country is very mild and
Mm-hmm.
not offensive. And then,
Monster.
like, something like Parmesan is very different.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know enough
it's that
about
guy.
cheese to say if that's true or not, but I feel like there's a chance it isn't.
Munster. I mean, there's also I think what
Are you saying the Munster isn't mild?
No, Munster is super mild. That's what I'm saying.
I just think we're a big country and we have several cheese-producing states, so I feel like there's a chance one of them has gone, the dangerous route of making something a little bit more confrontational.
I don't understand the logic behind that, Austin.
Just a little bit of a boost,
You didn't get any health.
Are you the wild card now?
I'm the wild card.
Wild card!
Wild card, bitches!
Wait, I don't have to do any of that.
This is interesting.
All right.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right.
All right.
All right. All right. All right.
Sounds like I've got about a turn.
You got about, yes, 1 turn.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yippers.
Yeah, you've got quite a few of those, huh?
Yippity.
If only we had a way to deal with it.
That's enough.
If only I had more, you'd be dead probably right now.
Well, it is time for the all-out maneuver, Nick, I believe.
All right.
I believe the spoken word shall
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
It's that guy.
That guy. You could do a bunch of damage to him, maybe, actually. I mean, he's going to kill you next turn, so you might as well go all out.
Don't listen to Austin's bias.
Don't listen to my... What?
The thing is now, I can kill one of his flyers if I want.
I mean, you have no reason not to. He's just going to kill them. Oh, actually, yeah, if you kill the
Except
flyer...
that Austin's going to win.
No, yeah, if you kill the flyer, then you can block the other flyer and have an extra turn.
Austin definitely has a nuke that's going to kill me after you damage me.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
And then he's going to kill you, too.
Million billion damage. No, I don't... Yeah. I can do 4 damage to you if you want. So if you get...
He probably has sanguine blood in his inventory right now.
I do.
Inventory.
I won't lie. No, it is.
His hand, whatever. Video game
about my
term.
Hand,
huh.
That hot soup card is more powerful than I gave it credit for.
Yeah, I know, right? It's pretty good.
Down a little bit there.
It's pretty great.
What's the Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you're doing here. I get the dealio.
You probably have something to counter this, but on the off chance that you're just bluffing.
I think he just wants some life.
He's not getting life, though.
Oh, yeah, it was first strike. He didn't get any life.
Yeah. You made the same mistake last turn.
Oh, I did. You're right. I'm stupid.
I was bluffing.
You were bluffing. Yeah. That's what I figured.
Bluffs for real, boys.
I could hear your poker face through the mic, actually.
What the hell does that sound like? Crackers or some shit? What does that sound like?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
It sounds like crackers.
Just pretty much sounds like crackers.
Like crumbled up ones, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Weird.
Gotta buy some time, boys.
Oh, snap.
Oh, boy.
I think
Get out of here.
All right.
No, it's gonna kill both my creatures. Oh, I got an achievement. Hold on, let's see what I got.
Oh, you've achieved something.
Destroy an
Nicely
opponent's
done,
angel using a Shadowborn demon. That's a very specific achievement that I just got
specific,
there.
Yeah.
You're born of shadows, so, you know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I have some blockers. That's
Shadowborn Demon is basically Ghost Rider, by the way.
Yeah, he is. He is actually just that.
Kind of wish they'd make like a version of Magic, like an expansion that just has all celebrities on it.
Oh, that'd be great.
That'd be pretty cool.
I'd have a lot of fun with
I
that.
played Danny Bonaducci.
We'd all just have a bunch of Danny Bonaducci's, though, wouldn't we?
He'd be the only one in it. And, like, Kendall, what's her name? Kardashian? Is that her name?
Kendall?
Kendall
What
Kardashian.
her name is?
Where the fuck did that come from?
Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. I don't know the names of the entire Kardashian family.
Oh, there's
Hilarious.
another one maybe named Kendall. I thought you were trying to say Kim.
No, there's like a whole family of Kardashians.
That's way less funny
No,
than what
I actually don't know enough about Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's on the other foot this time.
Oh,
Yeah, there's this,
we were gotten. We were gotten.
You got us.
Done gotten.
There's an entire family of
Done
them.
goofed.
I don't know. But that's what I'm saying is that the magic was.
It's cool.
Oh, right! You lost.
Oops. No.
Oh, okay. That terrified me. Okay.
You sure you don't want me to kill your dude? Apparently not.
No, I don't want you to kill my dude. I'd rather you didn't do that.
So why'd you attack me then?
Oh.
Wait. I don't think you can kill my dude.
I don't think he can kill your dude either. He has 2 land.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough land for it.
Why did you have to look at the land totals? I was bluffing again, you motherfuckers.
We already declared attack, so.
I kind of know your deck. I don't think you have anything that could do that.
All right. Will I get the card I need? Let's find out.
Take away 7 of your
Fuck
life.
your death.
Fuck it.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna get rid of your Death Touch or your Viscopa Guild Mage? That's a tough decision.
And I do that. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
If I just had 1 kill card, you would have been very upset then.
Yeah, I would have. I don't think there's a 2 meta kill card though, is there?
I don't know. I would have figured out.
I think Assassinate is 3, right? Or is it
I would have
2?
used
But
it
it would have to
already
be tapped.
before that turn, so I wouldn't have used the land to summon the flyer. I would have just killed the thing.
Yeah. Yep. That's what I figured.
All right. Let's.
All right, so I got rid of the fucking hot soup. That was scary. Now I think I'm in the clear. Probably.
Uh-oh,
Okay.
Spaghetti-O.
Dead weight. Yeah. So it's as if I have 2 fewer creatures now. Kind of.
That's all I can do for now, I guess.
Oh. Does Deadweight not last until the end of the turn? It's just forever?
No,
It's-
this is forever,
yeah.
yeah. It's just, it's almost always used as a kill card, is
Right,
why
right,
we don't
yeah.
know that.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Tap.
Tap. Tap. What does the tapping do? Tap.
Makes another creature.
Okay.
I love that this game is so poorly optimized that every time someone does a play or any magic effects happen, I lose like 3 frames per second for a second.
All right.
I
I
can't handle rendering this crazy frame right now.
It's not looking good, boys.
Yeah. If only one of the
Here
4
it
players...
comes.
If only one of the 4 players had a counter. Direct counter to him.
Triplicate Spirits.
Oh, you lost. That's the game.
No, I have blockers. I'm fine. No, I lost, but I'm fine. All right, what's the math on this one? 12, 12, 14, 14. All right. It's okay.
Oh god, I have to declare all these fuckers individually. Okay, wait, I want to save one. Attack.
Your cards are stacked, so I can't actually see what I'm blocking.
Yeah, they're actually...
Yeah, I don't
there's something
think
wrong
there's
here.
a way to... You are blocking the right one, though. You're blocking
I
the
hope.
right one. Yeah,
I
you
freaking
are.
hope.
I looked at it.
All right, I did. Okay, good. All right, game. Do you want to be nice to me?
What, do you have like a planar cleansing or something?
No.
Yeah, that would probably win
That
the
would
game.
be really fucking funny.
That
I
would
would
actually
lose.
be hilarious.
You just put some wings on that fucking scorpion, you'd probably be okay, actually.
Scorpions give you wings.
Oh,
mean, that's
Paisley. That's
something.
pretty good.
All right, that's something. It's something. It is something that is true.
He can just attack with that, though. Like, he can still attack with the flying thing, and it'll still die.
Yep.
Maybe it gives you one more turn.
It gives me one more turn, yeah, basically.
I don't know if I would count on that necessarily.
Yeah, he's drawn a lot of cards as well.
You might have enough just to... Right, another one of those.
Yeah, I'm not drawing the right cards.
That's crazy. You can just draw more and more cards. What's allowing you to do that?
Mentor of the Meek.
Yeah.
What is that? Oh, 2 or less. I gotcha. Oh my.
Oh.
Well, I guess I lose.
I think you probably lost.
Oh, well, now I can't see what I'm blocking, so I definitely...
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter, I think,
Yep.
in fairness.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
don't-
new kind of overrun.
Yeah.
Is that...
Who knows if you're gonna block that 15 with that death touch? It's really hard to say.
Yeah, good luck. You actually are blocking it.
How do you see that? It's just got a nameplate over it for me.
You can zoom in and it'll move the the thing.
Oh, he's got 3 HP.
I'm alive!
Holy shit!
What a player!
I'm alive!
I felt like not doing the math.
If he gets planar cleansing, that would be hilarious.
You know what's actually hilarious though? Is that I had it the whole time!
Oh my god!
Oh, this guy.
Oh my god! I just needed to draw a land and I fucking went 4 turns without drawing a land. It was ridiculous.
Fuck.
Holy shit!
I drew a land.
Oh, disaster.
No.
Oh, I need to draw a land too, actually. Or, like, I don't know, a creature or anything, God. I guess. Oh, disaster! Oh, no,
They're down to the finish.
Okay, I think I win. Holy shit. It's not going to kill you, but it's going to give me time. And I think that's all I need.
Oh,
the comeback is real, boys!
It's changed from 7-3 to 3-7.
Fuck!
Oh, the change is a victory!
God, you're going to RNG me to death.
No, I had both these cards the whole time. I just didn't know I had enough land to play them now. Oh my god, the comeback!
Wow.
Oh.
Austin, if you win, I'm gonna random techies.
I hate this game so much.
Oh, 3 HP. That's why I was so determined to block the right cards, because I didn't know if I was dead or not with all those.
Holy shit.
And it sucks because I drew the land that comes in tapped that last turn, so that's why I just needed one more turn. So that's why I played the Baneslayer Angel. Because I wanted to keep that until after I cleansed, but I wasn't drawing a damn land.
What a precarious game.
That was so close. It was down to the wire.
Can't believe you had 2 Covenants of Blood.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Well, I didn't have any land.
That's actually hilarious.
I can't believe you lived. I can't believe you
I thought I was dead too. I didn't think
yeah.
that the math worked out there, but I guess I made it out all right.
Yeah, when I drew Sigil Blessing, I was like, well, that's it. Like, plus, what is it? +2/+2 to every creature? It's a lot of damage.
And if somebody didn't kill Rob's creature, we never would have had that exciting climax.
That's a good point,
Good thing Nick made that game really exciting.
Yeah.
It's fun.
In the last
You're welcome.
minute. Yeah.
If I had 1 more health, I would have lived through that attack, so I don't know.
Inferno Titan is like anti-mage. Like, the enemy team is just gonna throw 5 heroes at him for like 20 minutes. And sometimes, maybe he'll just out-farm them and win the game.
I think Rob's favorite metaphor is just calling things Animage.
Animage is like a great catch-all metaphor, I'd say.
I get Animage for scale.
Yeah, of course. I wonder how tall Animage is. You think he's like 6 feet tall?
Depends on how big the Dota world is, because we don't really have, a comparison to...
I was gonna say, for people who don't play Dota, you should probably say that Dota character is anti-mage.
Yeah.
You should know that.
That's true. That's a good
Very
point.
confused.
He's against mages.
Yeah.
Are you guys against mages?
Yeah, fuck mages.
Depends what they do.
Yeah, it's case to case.
Right.
They're the type that, like, go to the alchemy tower and drink a potion and then, like, throw it out the window.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Like
you
alchemists.
fight the slime.
Mm-hmm.
Not a huge fan of that kind of mage.
That's never good. Yeah. Or like when you release the leeches. That's never good either,
Yeah, if the mage like blows up part of the town,
Mm-hmm.
and then wakes up in a bed that's covered completely in blood but not yours.
Right.
I feel like we've strayed from the original.
It's getting weird.
Yeah.
We're
Or
just basically reciting lines from Yogg right now.
yeah, that's what's happening. Is there any other games that we can tie in like veiled references from right now?
I don't know.
No, there's not very many games with mages in them, so probably
It's
not.
like sometimes when you jump on the head of a Goomba and then he explodes and a coin pops out of his butt, guys?
Did they eat the coin? Is that like goats eating coins? Is that what they do?
I think so, yeah. I mean, they have to.
Maybe.
How else do they have a coin inside of them? Mario's a fucking asshole, by the way. Like, because, okay, like, straight up, in the original Mario games, the enemies, except for, like, the bosses, are just fucking walking. They're not trying to kill Mario or anything. If he bumps into them, Mario dies because he's made of glass. Well, yeah, he's an asshole.
wants him fucking dead.
Yeah,
well,
but
nobody
like,
likes
Lack.
but you encounter him after, like, 2 games and 4 worlds.
Yeah, by that time, you understand the hatred.
Lakitu is fucking Batman, actually. Like, Mario's been going around fucking murdering the entire Mushroom Kingdom. Because, I mean, who else is in the Mushroom Kingdom besides the Toads? The Toads are like the I don't know, man.
Oh.
They're the well. I was gonna go down like a race route, but I figured that.
Yeah, that's probably the opposite where you want to go.
They're the upper class. The upper class people get to chill in castles and shit, while the Koopas and the Goombas have to walk around on these fucking blocks.
We can't talk about Mario class.
Mario's a serf, and he's trying to take back the land for the people.
I guess. I mean, no. I would say. Well, the Mushroom Kingdom is ruled by the Toads, who have like all the power because they live in the castles and the fancy towns and shit. And like the Koopas and the Goombas are like inner city youth that Bowser like gets together and is like, hey, let's fight against this oppressive force by walking back and forth on the ground. And then Mario comes in and then crushes them. He crushes their skulls.
Oh. By evidence of the fact that literally all of the landscape of the Mushroom Kingdom is taken over by Bowser's minions, one would assume his invasion went off pretty well. There was absolutely zero resistance, too.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know, man. I feel like Bowser's going to be the bad guy no matter which way you spin it.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, he's kidnapping the princess, but like, you know, it's like Nicolas Cage. Sometimes you got to capture the Declaration of Independence if you want the world to change.
It's like the shoots the wife scene in Taken, right?
Exactly.
Well, I mean, Bowser goes from like stealing the princess to like stealing the princess and knocking some shit over, and then stealing the princess and then blowing a hole in the castle, and then stealing the princess and stealing the castle, and then stealing the princess and stealing the universe. Like, he keeps going up some notches. Like,
but he's never actually killed anyone, as far as we can see. Mario's killed thousands.
That's true.
That's
Mario's
true.
true.
Yeah.
Bowser tries to go, like, the only thing that he wants is he wants to fuck with Mario. I mean,
well, maybe.
Granted, we're forgetting the feelings of Princess Peach in this whole situation, but, you know.
Right, but you're escalating a situation that's essentially a hostage situation where no one's actually been hurt yet with violence. You're the one committing all the violence to try and defuse the situation.
Yeah.
Does this count as shitting on Nintendo?
Kinda.
It could. We could call it that.
Sure. I wasn't sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Mario's an asshole.
Fuck Mario.
The way he kills them, too, crushing their heads in.
Yeah, it's a little violent.
It's awful.
Yeah.
Or with the fucking Koopas, he jumps on their heads so hard that they pop out of their fucking shells, and then he goes and murders them out of their shells. And
with their shells.
With their own shells.
They're vulnerable.
It's terrible.
He's just got this guy laying on the ground like, please don't hurt me, and then he just smashes them.
Exactly. It's like fucking Abu
And
Ghraib
he burns people alive. He has a dinosaur eat people.
Yeah, that's awful too. I forgot about that part. Yeah, he makes his dinosaur eat fucking people.
And then he throws them in a cliff.
The caterpillars, they just have a little flower growing out of their head, and he's like, oh, you've got to die.
Yeah, exactly.
They were just walking in the forest.
Yeah, they're just being caterpillars. Also, like, the dinosaur thing, I feel like Yoshi's probably a slave.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, have you seen how he dumps them into pits all the time?
I was about to say, in some places, Mario has to just, jump off the back of his Yoshi and let the Yoshi die so that he can succeed. He's like, fuck it, I'll just find another Yoshi. No big deal.
Yeah, he keeps knocking eggs out of the Yoshis so he can make more.
It's not a partnership, obviously.
Clearly not, yeah.
He's using the Yoshis for his own ends.
I think Mario likes to think that it is, but it's not.
Yeah.
It is not.
Man, what a diabolical asshole. He'll use anyone in his path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mario's a big fucking dickhead.
Yeah, fuck Nintendo.
What's
Mario.
amazing, too, is Yoshi's the one that allowed him to live in the first place.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
All the times when he was stuck in that bubble and he's like just trying to get guided back to home and like Yoshi could have just said, fuck this. This is really annoying how you keep crying. I really don't want to deal with this shit. But he kept on.
I mean, it comes
to later be enslaved.
It comes back to that question, right? Like, if you saw Hitler as a baby, would you be able to strangle the baby? I don't think Yoshi was capable of that. He was too
I don't think Yoshi even knew.
Good. Yeah, that's
Yoshi
true.
had no idea.
Yoshi's the nicest character in the Mario universe, but has caused the most pain by accident because he saved Mario.
That's true, yeah.
Okay, well, I guess the real question is, why the hell was the fucking baby Bowser being such a penis to Mario? Like, when it's just a baby. How do they know? Is Baby Bowser from the future? Like, did we just unveil some time stuff going on here?
Could be, yeah.
But if he's from the future, then Yoshi would know about Mario's present.
Well, no, Baby Bowser would be from the future. Yoshi's from the present.
Yoshi's from the future present. Or the
Wait.
present.
He's from the.
What are we talking about here?
I don't fucking know.
I'm trying to figure out if the situation we just found out about how Mario dumps Yoshi in a hole all the time, if he would somehow have known about that when he was saving the baby.
Right.
No, it would just be Bowser, unless Baby Bowser told Yoshi.
Right.
Wouldn't he? Wouldn't that be the greatest way to strike discord into this whole situation if he just took away his one ally?
Yeah, if he just
Maybe
pulled-
nobody
but-
will listen to
but-
Bowser.
Darth
Like,
Vader.
what
Yeah,
would
no
you
one
think if
listens
some
to-
little baby turtle thing was like, "Hey, I'm from the future"? What are you like? No, I'm from the future. Kill that baby.
Yeah, right.
I don't know,
exactly. Yeah, that would be pretty weird, actually. Now, putting it into the perspective of my own life, like if a baby turtle monster came up and told me to strangle a baby, I probably wouldn't listen to it.
Yeah,
Probably.
Yeah, no.
probably go to the
Listen to that
doctor or
guy.
something.
Yeah, I'd probably call someone first. Yeah.
All right, so then the other action then is Yoshi would hear that and be like, what the hell's wrong with you? I need to deal with you. But he does neither of those things. He lets them both go on their course. Yoshi is the non-acting player in this.
That's true. Yeah, he's basically.
Yoshi had his own shit to deal with. Like, you know, he doesn't have to go on a fucking crusade to kill a baby turtle either.
You know, like that's the thing, man. Is Mario started off so good in Donkey Kong? You know, there was a fucking gorilla holding a princess and he was throwing barrels at you and shit. Like that is clearly Mario's in the right. But I think it got to his head. It got to his head.
He
He's
just forgot.
Surrounded by yes
he
men,
just-
and he just went around. You know, these guys are bad. I'm gonna stomp on their heads until they die. And there you go, downward spiral.
Quite literally, when all you have is a hammer, everything starts to look like nails, and Mario had an actual hammer a lot of the time.
Whoa.
Maybe he's just on drugs because I don't think people are supposed to hear.
I mean, he is
fanfare.
obviously on drugs.
Yeah,
we
he
know
eats
that.
mushrooms all the time. Yeah.
He eats a mushroom and then he feels like he grows to multiple times his normal size.
Man, this is a fucked up.
It's all like an
Mario
Alice
situation.
in Wonderland reference, really.
Yeah, Mario, fucked up guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad, it really is.
I'm just tired of everybody not really seeing the truth behind this story and just going along with it like it's not a big deal. It's all just really innocuous, childish fun.
We should start a movement to like make people aware. Mario 2015.
Mario 2015.
Mario 2015. No, you know what? We're in 2015. It can't be 2015. It's got to be 2016.
2016.
You're right.
that's
Mario
true.
2016.
I look forward to the future.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's important.
But if we're against Mario, does that have to mean that we're for Koopa?
No, I mean, because he's done some bad shit still too, you know?
Yeah, it's like the partisan system in America. Everybody feels like, oh yeah, you have to be either a Democrat or a Republican. That's not true. You can find faults with both sides.
Exactly. Yeah.
But if we don't make a clear, decisive statement, we won't polarize enough people to be against the other side, right? So
That's
don't
true.
we have to pick the other
But
side?
here's the
I guess
thing.
so.
Do we really want to be on the side of a giant lizard in a shell that throws axes at people? Because, you know, that's going to come up pretty
Well, in
quick
self-defense?
the news. Ah, that's a good point, yeah.
It's himself.
Yeah.
He's basically just standing on this bridge, like he knows how vulnerable he is. All Mario has to do is jump over him and touch that button, and he falls to his death in burning hot lava.
Yeah, so of course he's going to try to stop that. What, do you want him to just sit down and let the serial killer come and kill him?
I mean, we're going to have to spin it, but I think it might lead to some low polling. I won't lie to you.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, everybody.
We're gonna get this
We're gonna
thing
be
going,
working on
alright?
this
Yeah.
throughout the coming year, and in 2016, hopefully, we'll.
What about the coins?
2017?
What about all the coins that are at stake here? Think about that.
Ah.
If all the dudes were eating, all the Goombas were eating these coins, maybe there's some actual value to them beyond their currency value.
Wait, who is
coins
eating
or
them?
food? Have you seen any food in the Mario world besides Peach's
Just-
cakes?
Peach's
is
the
it-
mushroom,
yeah, Peach's
really.
cake, I was gonna say.
Yeah, and
Just
Toads
mushroom.
probably eat that, because Toads hang around with her all the time, but...
that's probably why Mario's always so fat. He just eats cakes.
Is she the sole source of food in that entire kingdom?
I don't know, man.
So the Toads are even subservient to her.
I guess that would be why
they're
Bowser
reliant on her
kidnapped
cakes.
because he
That's
made-
why.
Maybe
Yeah.
she deserves to be kidnapped at this
Oh
point.
man, Bowser's trying to get
What?
them off the the diabetes train. You know, they're all sick. They're all gonna get sick.
No, Nintendo's a gravy train, Austin, remember?
Oh shit. Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing, is Mario not only murders people, but then he loots their corpses. He robs them afterwards.
I mean, no better than GTA, really. I know we brought that exact example
That's
up as
true.
a reason why it should be M-rated. Why does Mario get away with it?
Exactly, Mario should be
Just because he doesn't bang the Goombas before he kills them?
Right.
Yeah, why isn't it banned from stores in Australia too?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We should get on that.
Yeah, it should at the very least we should really campaign for it to pull or for it to put on the box cartoon violence, because I mean, clearly there is some violent shit going on in Mario.
I mean, he may not get an actual shotgun, but he burns things alive. I mean, that's almost worse. Like, that's less humane.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine if just somebody was walking around with a flamethrower in a realistic shooter, and it's like, well, he doesn't have a gun, so...
Yeah, right, exactly.
You know?
Yeah, it's hypocrisy, really.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, when Mario holds his parties, too, you know? Like, when you think about it, it's just a bunch of violent, you know, they just beat up each other, you know? And they take each other's money, and it's just a very bad time.
Yeah, Mario's parties are really fucked up,
They're really fucked up.
Yeah.
Everybody just takes a bunch of PCP and goes crazy on each other.
Yeah, basically.
Have you seen what it's done to people in real life? Like, it's ruined friendships.
Yeah.
Have you seen the palms of the people who go to his parties?
Mm-hmm.
They're fucked.
Yeah.
You know who we should get on the job? That Zelda fella. He's an upstanding
yeah, have you seen his sword?
Yeah, he's got a great sword. And you know, we should get Pikmin Ship in here as well to help out the whole situation.
Obscure Monopoly references.
Yeah, got him.
Suck it, viewers.
To put that, by the way, so I actually will give you the background on this because it's still pretty funny. So I tweeted this. I
actually will tell you the joke this time.
Well, because so it's like a Monopoly. It was like a Nintendo themed Monopoly, and on the picture on the what is it called? Like a legend, I guess, of what the different pieces are. They originally printed
the Legend of Zelda.
The Legend of exactly. They originally printed the Master Sword as Zelda's sword, which is great, but then they reprinted it because they realized that they made a mistake, except right below that, they called it Pikmin's Ship instead of old
good old ship. Captain Pikmin,
good old,
as they called him.
Captain Pikmin.
The namesake of the game.
Good, thanks for explaining your joke, Rob.
Yeah, no problem. It's
jokes are always funnier when they're explained to their fullest.
That's what I go for, really, mostly. So, you know. I'm not gonna show him the picture. I mean, I guess I could.
All right, now you are.
Yeah,
all right.
I'm
not gonna show him the picture. I guess
in
I'm
the
gonna show
same
him
breath
the picture.
where I said I'm not gonna show him the picture, I'll do that.
Oh man.
Oh god damn it! It's not even. See, if I Google Zelda's sword, I don't even get that specific joking one. I literally get a bunch of pictures of the Master Sword.
Of course you do.
Nice.
You need to put like Nintendo Monopoly Zelda's sword Reddit.
Yeah.
Duh.
Whoa, what is that sword?
Viewers, by the way, if you ever want to be part of all the in-jokes when they happen, instead of having them explained to you, just follow Reddit religiously.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's all you gotta do. What sword is that? It's like purple and green. Is that on Majora's Mask?
Link it to me. I can tell you. I know my Zelda swords.
I kind of recognize it, but I don't.
Link it.
Name that sword.
Name that sword. Da, 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 da. Oh, there. Oh, it's the green and pink one.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Great Fairy sword from Majora's Mask.
Yep. Right, that's the one.
That is what that one is.
Majora's Mask is a lot of real outlier items that I don't think I'd be able to identify.
The one on the left is the razor sword.
Yeah, I actually really like the razor sword. That sword is actually badass.
But she doesn't have whatever this picture doesn't have the upgraded to the razor sword, the gilded sword.
The gilded sword.
Dude, whatever happened to the mirror shield? That shit was my jam.
It's in that picture actually.
Yeah, mirror shield,
but it's like rarely in most games now.
It was in 3 of them. It wasn't in Twilight Princess, is what it was.
Did they?
Yeah, that's weird.
What? So it was in Link to the Past. You said Majora's Mask, and what was the third one?
Ocarina of Time and Wind Waker. So actually, it's important.
Ocarina of Time had the mirror shield.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was the item you get out of the Spirit Temple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was one of the final items.
Maybe I just forgot.
It's pretty important too.
You remember the Twin Rova boss fight where you had to bounce the shit back at him?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you bounce a lot of shit back at a lot of shit in those.
That's true.
That's true.
Just saying.
Trying to remember. For some reason, I can't remember what the freaking mirror shield looked like in Wind Waker.
Did Twilight Princess not have the mirror shield?
It did not.
The Hylian shield, right? Or did it have a special shield after the Hylian shield?
I don't
remember.
Think so.
I don't
it's been
think
a while
it did,
since I've played through the whole game. I think you just go through with just the Hylian shield.
Yeah, that's really weird.
God, now I'm questioning it because No, yeah, there's no shield, which is weird. I mean, there's the magic armor, but that is not really
Yeah,
a
but
shield.
That's armor.
Yeah.
Just the ability to like take a laser and manipulate it to your own devices is the coolest thing.
Yeah.
Like Link
it's
really
sweet.
has that shit down when you have the mirror shield.
Hey man, it took them like 7 games before they gave us back sword lasers. We need sword beams in every Zelda game. Actually, Majora's Mask had it too, but
I think it's an immersion thing, Rob. I don't think they wanted to go too far out of the realm of realism because that's really where Zelda lives. It's
that's
very,
a good point.
you know,
Yeah, that's true.
it maps very directly to the world that we actually live in, and I don't think they wanted to give us the idea that magic might really be a thing.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Dripping.
It's also I can definitely imagine it being harder to do that in 3D than in 2D.
They did it in Majora's Mask, but yeah, it's kind of weird.
Majora's Mask had sword lasers.
Yeah, well,
The Fierce Deity Mask.
yeah, only if you're wearing the Fierce Deity Mask, then you could.
That was like
Deity?
shurikens and shit, right?
Is there a reason it's not
Wizard.
deity?
I say deity, but Austin just said it that way, so I said.
I don't know
words,
words, so don't trust my word
sure it's
saying.
deity.
Okay, because that really confused me for a second because I thought the whole world was upside down. 'Cause you just took
Fierce
that
dieting
word.
mask.
Well, I mean, you say deification, right? So it should be deity. Probably.
Right, because English always makes sense.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah.
Very consistent.
But yeah. Wait, what's the teal and gold sword with a Triforce on it?
That's the Zero Suit sword.
That's I don't know actually. That might be from a game I have not played. Because if it's from it might be from a
What?
handheld game. I don't know.
There's games you haven't played?
Actually, the handheld ones.
Phantom Hourglass and Choo Choo Central?
Yeah, I've not played those two.
Choo
Spirit
Choo
Tracks?
Central.
Spirit Tracks.
Yeah, Spirit Tracks, Choo Choo
Choo
Central.
Choo Central.
I haven't played it.
I
Final
never
boss.
played Spirit Tracks. I should go back and play that.
It's a game about trains.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I heard it was bad, actually.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
I haven't played it, but I've heard it is a good. All the handheld Zeldas are.
Every Zelda game needed a musical instrument and a conveyance method, and then sometimes both, and also an avatar friend.
I said I have a
those
friend.
Trifecta.
There's a 100% chance that the next Zelda game will have a friend. I'm predicting.
I like the sassy hat.
I
wanna make
actually
yeah.
don't know why they doubled down on that after Ocarina of Time. It was like, oh, Ocarina of Time has a helpful tutorial friend for the whole game. Put it in every single one from now on. That was perfect.
They're not
Everyone
getting
loved
smarter,
Navi.
right?
Yeah, I
The
guess.
players aren't getting any smarter.
That's a good point.
It's weird though because the companions got better until, of course, Skyward Sword. But like Tattle was much better than Navi.
Tattle was better than Navi. Yeah.
She actually
Sassy
had character.
Hat's badass.
What's that?
Sassy Hat.
Oh yeah, Sassy Hat from Minish Cap is.
Yeah,
I've heard good things.
I'm a fan of that game.
And then the boat was awesome. He was not the best, but he was pretty cool.
He was pretty cool because he was kind of cryptic.
Alright.
Yeah, exactly.
I like how it goes ding a lot.
Alright.
Ding, ding,
Let's see him pull up the sail.
ding, ding.
Alright.
Actually, all the voices in that specific Zelda game in the Wind Waker are just so charming.
They are.
Thank you!
Oh, okay, we are on the same page.
Pretty great, yeah.
Sploosh! Kabloosh!
I just can't not see Screech from Saved by the Bell when I think about the vendor in that game.
Kululimpa!
He gets really mad in Skyward Sword.
Wait,
He
Tingle
tries
does?
to murder you.
Tingle?
No, not Tingle. The
Oh.
the shopkeeper.
And why the fuck did they double down on fucking Tingle? That's the other thing that's weird.
Yeah, that's.
Tingle
I feel
creeps
like
me the
that's
fuck
a
out.
cultural thing.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Tingle actually fits Wind Waker in a way, though. Like,
It's so weird in
I don't
Wind
know.
Waker though because Tingle becomes an Tingle.
Tinkle.
Tingle becomes a fucking organization in Wind Waker.
he does.
Where he's
Yeah,
like
he builds this fucking conglomeration of map decoding.
Dude, it would be kind of sweet though if after a whole series of that game where he just does not fit in at all, they end up like deifying him and making him out like Jesus, and then he turns out to be like the martyr for the world.
they should make it so that Tingle is actually Ganondorf the whole time.
Oh my
that would be
god.
good.
Oh man, like he takes off his mustache and then he's like a totally different person.
yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Fucking Kulo Limpas all over the shit. No one ever even explained what he is either. Like they've never explained what Tingle.
I thought he was like a
No.
fairy otaku. Like he loves
he's
fairies,
that
so he
guy's
dresses
son.
up
He's
like one.
the guy, the photograph guy from Majora's Mask.
Uh,
In that game, he's his son, and
Right.
Yeah. And he's just like a 30-something-year-old dude
he
who
wants to be a fairy.
yeah,
Like
who
a
wants to be a
grown-up
fairy
kid.
and role plays it really hard.
But then, why does he live forever?
Why
I think
do we
it's
know that
different.
he does?
I think it's different people every time.
You think it's different Tingles?
It's a different.
Yeah.
Well, it's different links and different Zeldas and
No,
different.
I
all
know
that.
it's different links. I mean, it's the same Ganon, but it's different links, different Zeldas. But
It's just another one of those things
Maybe
that pops
Tingle's
up
a
in
piece
every
of the
game.
puzzle that hasn't been explained yet. You know.
that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying here. Like maybe because you have Impas appearing multiple times and the Sheikah people. Maybe he has some sort of role to play that has.
Yeah, he
not been
decodes maps,
revealed.
man. Have you not been paying attention?
I guess so.
Well, for a very very large penny, he decodes maps.
Yeah, seriously.
Very weird specific number as well. The exchange rate, I guess, didn't work out.
Well, what really? I mean, what kind of? That's something that's weird because Ganondorf is throughout, or Ganon is throughout like pretty much every game. Here's the
That's
thing
always
that's
the
weird.
same Ganon, right?
Right? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But here's the thing: how does a society last for thousands of years on the same currency that is the most common thing that you can find in the entire world? Like, rupees are everywhere, and the grass grows back in like 10 seconds. So, like, or you just walk into a house and leave again, and then you got some more money. How do you make that a currency? For thousands
Well, you
of
gotta take
years!
time. You gotta take time to harvest those.
Yeah, it's like a
It's like Bitcoin, I guess.
Like the witch
Yeah,
obviously can't
is like
spend
Bitcoin.
time going out and looking for this shit because she's got to make her 3 potions. Like
maybe there's
that's
a
it.
huge tax on food because Link never buys food, so maybe.
There's also virtually no inflation over thousands of years with the exact same currency. Is important.
Well, they're really good at the economic system, you know. I mean,
I guess so.
the governments work well, and
There's also parallel currencies, like in the Link's Awakening, they use seashells for some special situations,
Oh, really?
which are equally as rare as rupees because they occur on the
You
beach.
talking about Link's Awakening?
Yeah.
That wasn't really a currency. That was like
Well, it was a special currency.
it was, but you could only buy one thing with it. It wasn't even really buying it.
It was a
just-
special currency.
Fair enough.
she sells.
I don't know why why the currency isn't bottles, because like holy shit, they're the most valuable thing in
Oh,
the
I know.
entire like Zelda universe.
The greatest glitch in the whole game was to dupe all of your inventory items into bottles.
Yeah.
Links never die.
Yeah, you'd
Oh,
actually
man.
just be invincible forever.
It is weird
It's
how
the path to
that-
becoming a god. Maybe Tingle figured that out.
Oh,
Tingle was the
man.
original
That's
item.
what it is. He has all the bottles.
No,
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
no.
He does
Yo.
like fairies a lot, so he's just got
That's
bottles full
true.
of fairies.
And hey, we never see Link get older, because he does get older and he does die after all the games, right? Maybe Tingle just waits around his whole life and collects all the bottles
that's
and
so
passes
creepy.
it down to the Tingle generator.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's so fucking creepy, Rob.
Exactly.
Oh
Because he know, like after the first couple
Tingle
of
waiting
fairies-
around. Ugh.
but after the first couple of fairies where Tingle comes back to life, he must realize that Link is gonna appear every sooner or later, right? And he's always gonna collect all the bottles that are available in the world, and he's just gonna take them off his dead
Right.
body.
Maybe Tingle's the one that orchestrates, like, the architect where the locks and key mechanisms all work together. Like, he's the one that plots out the path progression of when he gets the bombs, when he gets the arrows. Like,
Yeah.
he's the one that sets it all up.
He actually just makes all of these temples that Link's exploring.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I mean, he's immortal. What else does he have to do?
That's another good
guess.
question: is who's making all those temples? Because I think only in one game do you see anyone ever building anything, and that's in Ocarina of Time. And the way that they're building it they're just literally running back and forth on top of a wooden beam. I don't actually know how they built that building in 7 years, especially since the world goes
Well.
to shit just running back and forth on top of that wooden beam. But who's making these really complex puzzles and mechanics?
They all
in these
happened
dungeons?
thousands of years ago, I thought. Like, they're
Ganon.
always just there.
Or sometimes.
Or maybe the Elder Gods or some bullshit like that.
Some of them
Yeah.
are like that. Yeah, but
Yeah,
in
some
Skyward
of them
Sword,
were like
they're
I
not even
remember
temples.
the fire temple was like a Goron training area or
Yeah.
something.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, and
And-
the Gargo's Cavern is where they could get the juiciest rocks.
Yeah, and that was just like a normal fucking place that got invaded by
Uh-huh.
dinosaurs.
Yeah. Yeah. In Wind Waker, you go into the Temple of Time, and you go. Well, that actually was like one of the coolest things for me in Wind Waker, is because it was the Temple of Time from Ocarina of Time, except there was an entire dungeon behind the wall that Link from Ocarina of Time just never went to.
Right, and there was also like a 3-block puzzle that no one could solve for thousands of years that all of a sudden...
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Well, nobody was down there, right? Like, it was under the water.
It was under the sea, actually.
Okay, yeah,
That's the correct
sure.
term.
You had to get the things.
Yeah.
What did you have to get down there? I forget.
You just raised the Tower of the Gods.
The spheres. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a whole thing that we went through to get down there.
You know what I just realized is Child Link's adventures are kind of weird in that 2 of his dungeons, obviously besides the Spirit Temple, but 2 of his dungeons are going inside the mouths of these giant fucking living things.
Yep.
Wait.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the third one wasn't really by his choice.
Oh, yeah,
let's
yeah,
be
you're
really
right.
honest.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the first one's like, Sam, put your sword in my mouth.
Is that a quote from Lord of the Rings?
That's a quote from Lord of the Rings, Transformers, and Zelda all put together.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, put the cube in my chest.
Yeah,
All
put the
right,
cube in
there.
Put
my
my
chest.
chest.
Yeah.
That was a little weird. Like,
Yeah,
hey, I got a
that's
big
weird.
spider inside me. Why don't you go in there and figure it out? No, that's fine. Just climb through my mouth. You'll be all right.
Yeah, and then the inside of the Deku Tree is like a fucking TARDIS. It's bigger on the inside.
Oh yeah.
It's really big.
Why does the Zora princess get eaten by that fish, by the way? Does anyone remember?
She
Because,
was eating it.
like,
a fish, I
Ganon-
think. She
Ganon mind controlled it or something, didn't she? Didn't he?
Well,
Fish was just like had a stomach ache because of the jellyfish, and so whenever someone tried to feed it, he would eat the whole thing. Is what happened.
right, yeah.
So she went to go
yeah.
feed him. Or he actually.
I think she might have done it intentionally to try to.
Yeah,
figure
no,
out
I
what's
think
wrong with
he
him.
ate her the jewel that might have
Uh-huh.
been.
Oh
The
no!
thing is,
Yeah.
She ended up in the furthest back part of that fish behind all the locks possible.
That's true. Yeah, why does the inside of Jabu Jabu have like doors and shit?
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
They're like sphincters, aren't they?
They were like sphincters.
They were.
Yeah.
And like you have to like beat up its heart and like break a bunch of tendons inside of it. So you basically kill the fish in the process.
Hey, pretty
Yeah,
much
I feel
killed
like-
the Zora's god.
Well, I mean, I think everything you kill is a parasite in that situation,
Yeah.
or its immune system. I don't know actually. No.
Oh, okay.
Well, a couple of them though are like that. Just looks like a tonsil that I've just cut to
Right.
pieces.
Well, yeah, it was
Yeah.
his tentacle things, and I don't know if those
Yeah.
tentacle things were.
Yeah, I don't think those were Ganon's doing. I think those were just like in there.
Yeah, who knows?
One of the
Well-
very few innocuous natural evils that's cropped up in the world of Zelda. Like those little green jelly men that when you hit them they electrify you. That's one of the other ones, just natural evils.
Those guys are actually amazing in Link to the Past because if you have the magic powder,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know this.
Yes.
But yeah, if you use the magic powder on the green choo-choos, they suddenly become Groucho Marx, and it's like the greatest thing ever.
It's a little specific.
It's really funny actually. The magic powder is like one of the best items. See, that's something that I actually wish they would bring back into the Zelda series. Is things like the magic powder or like things like the shovel that sort of really made you want to try it out on everything and see what happens, right? And sometimes you get rewarded with some cool shit, like if you use the magic powder on those invincible red things, then they become fairies, so you get a free source of health. Or if you use them on the electric cactuses, they become Groucho Marx. That's great. I wish they had more of that kind of stuff in Zelda.
I'm a fan of when you like bomb those rocks in Ocarina of Time and then they rocket up into the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That was great.
Those are great.
I don't really know why they do that, but that's nice.
They also say weird shit.
Yeah.
They give you hints, sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes they just say stupid shit though. That doesn't mean anything, don't they?
Yeah, I think Majora's Mask they tell you the time.
All right. So when I
They
look
did that
up, sorry, go on.
Oh, they did that in Ocarina too. If you hit them,
Mm-hmm.
didn't they? They told you
Yeah.
what time it was. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So when I search on Google images Groucho Marx Choo Choo, I find several pictures, in fact, of Obama's energy advisor, Steve Chu.
He must be a real grouch.
Yeah. It's quite strange.
Pretty silly.
It's good.
Yeah. Hold on, I want to find the magic powder picture.
You gotta find it, man.
You know, it's interesting that you mentioned like that kind of reward mechanism, because it's the same kind of criticisms we had about Rebirth. We just wish there were more permutations of emergent gameplay that you would discover on your own.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same kind of wonder that I think we want to find in every video game. It's just, you know, doled out so infrequently now, we don't really come to expect it very often.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's sad. I mean, like, the original Zelda, that was the whole game was that, right? Like, pretty much. You get a sword and it's like, fucking do some shit, brah. Like, you do whatever. And,
Yeah,
like,
figure it out.
Back of the box description.
Because you had no
Get a
context.
sword and fucking do some
Yeah.
shit.
It's not the same kind of thing, because with the variable like magic powder, you honestly don't know for anything what that might mean, and it could always be a different permutation in every video game. But with Zelda, we didn't really have anything to compare it to at the time unless we bought Nintendo Power and it told us what to do. So literally getting a sword and like hitting a gravestone is like, well, I don't understand what video games do or what this interaction could mean. But now that we have context to build upon, we need variables like magic powder that just have no intrinsic meaning.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That would be nice, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Well, they also have that, the candle in that game, too, where you could just, like, burn all the random bushes in the world, and... In fact, they've...
It's a secret to everyone.
Yeah, well, because if you burn the random magic bushes, you could find random secrets, but then... And they specifically designed the game around that they would know that people would eventually would be like, oh, I gotta burn everything now that I have this thing. And they hit a dungeon behind one of them that you have to complete to win the game. So the game design in that one actually favored that kind of thing.
Yeah, but it favored trial and error. Like, I prefer if it's additive, not subtractive, and in that case, the trial and error can be frustrating, but magic powder, you don't lose anything by not knowing what to do with it.
That's true, too. I would also agree that it shouldn't be required to finish the game, but yeah.
It should be a delightful thing to discover all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm. It'd be cool if there was, like, an extra dungeon behind one of those bushes.
Except then you wouldn't know if you were supposed to go to that one or the other one, since they have equal weighting in the game's eyes.
That's fine, though. I wouldn't mind that if there's more video game. The thing is, though, games don't do that anymore. They don't have that kind of thing anymore, and...
Incentivized not to.
You fuck Nintendo! Are we there?
We're getting there, Austin.
Hold
Austin,
on.
we're building the case. Let us finish.
still
Sorry,
in
I
nostalgia.
jumped the gun. I'm sorry.
Still in
Very
nostalgia
close.
mode. This is when we like Nintendo. It's the old stuff.
Oh, okay. God,
Yeah,
damn,
still
sorry.
nostalgia. No, but the thing is, most games don't do that anymore because if they spend $100 million fucking dollars on a game, they expect every player to experience every part that they spent money on, essentially, which is unfortunate because it means that like really substantive secrets generally aren't.
Yeah, I mean, I've always told myself that if I made a video game, I would have this crazy convoluted, like, real ending of the game as opposed to just the normal, all right, you beat the boss, GG, where, you know, like, when you're in games, you come back and keep playing the game afterwards and do all the extra side stuff, like in Skyrim and games like that. I would add, like, just a real ending that you don't know about and you wouldn't think about unless you know, did some sleuthing a little bit. And then there was this crazy next part of the game. I feel like that would be really cool. You know, if people didn't find it, well, maybe you should have looked a little more.
Yeah, you should call it The Lost and make it a character without any HP.
I was gonna say, it sounds like The Lost to me.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what happens when you put those kind of secrets in games now, is people immediately data-mine it. Unless your game is not very popular.
Yeah.
In which case no one's going to find the secret anyway.
That's true.
Yeah, it's unfortunate now that things are incentivized in that direction, that it's all about not creating a work of art that'll last for hundreds of years, potentially, for people to, you know, appreciate, but how do we make enough money to support the budget that we've put in?
Yeah.
Like, just to recoup that money and then make a profit so we can then churn out another thing. That's the whole spark that I feel like is missing from people that stop at that point instead of adding more than is necessary. And I think it's not a lot to ask that people want more. in that way, want better value for their dollar, want more substance for their dollar, want to be respected in that way, instead of just play something, move on, and have no attention to detail or appreciation for the finer points in it, which tends to be how a lot of these things go.
Yeah.
It changes the tone and experience a lot when you are trying to make sure that every player experiences everything or has a good chance of experiencing everything in the game, because it changes that, and also it really changes the way the game feels toward a movie rather than a game. Mm-hmm. You know, and I think that's a confusion that's been really prevalent in AAA games for a long time now, is that they want to be movies. And the problem with that is that games are never going to be good movies. They're never going to be as good as movies. But there are things games can do that movies can't do. And that's kind of neglected a lot of the time. The ability for the player to explore, make their own story, find out things on their own, experiment, that sort of thing is kind of really downplayed in a lot of modern AAA games in favor of, like, look at this big fucking explosion and thing we made. Look, we better take control of your camera so you actually look at it, though.
Right, yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
I want to know, like, to get to the bottom of why people have decided that movies are the thing to aspire to instead of aspiring to be the best in the industry they're already in. Is it literally just a budget thing? They go, look how many people like movies. If we're like those, then all the people in this industry will like be in that industry.
I think it's just a lack of innovation. You know, people like movies and think movies are good at telling stories. And they're like, we want to tell good stories in our games, so let's emulate the stories we already know instead of kind of innovating and making a good story for a game.
Yeah, that's probably true. I think it's also demographics as well, right?
Well, that's what I was getting at, that it's just a money thing. They go, look how many people are into this, why can't we be more like this so we get those people?
Right.
That's probably part of it too, yeah.
Which is so sad. Like, you're just literally squandering the point of the art you're creating if that's your aspiration, to just get that money from those people.
Although, if they are learning the right lessons, which history has shown that
they're not, but if they are, then maybe there's actually hope for the future. Because you could look at, like, one of the most successful games of literally all time, Minecraft, which is a storyless game. Although, and then they went
make
back
their own
and
stories.
Tried to add a story to it, though, so I don't know.
Well, that's getting pretty weird with the Telltale thing. I'm curious to see what the fuck happens there.
Telltale, and the fact that they added an ending, which didn't need to be.
Oh yeah,
that too. But you can look at Minecraft, and then you can even look at AAA stuff, like I think Shadow of Mordor, which I think really favors emergent gameplay, and was a surprise success, I think. Right? I mean, they did a lot better than they probably expected to with that game.
Yeah. The game encouraged you to make what you wanted to make out of the game, as opposed to just, following your storyline that you're always supposed to follow. It's like, you know what? You don't have to go do immediately. Go do some other stuff if you want, and it encouraged that, and that's why it was a very fun game.
Yeah, and it had some really open-ended goals too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally.
Like it was like, hey, take over the army however you want. Just go make this happen, and here's a bunch of different mechanics that can help you do that.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool.
That
however you want, as long as you want to kill them, really. Which,
but not necessarily actually. But I don't want to start spoiling the game.
Okay, got it.
That's true. That's a good point. Yeah, no, it's but like if I really do hope that people with money in the games industry look at that and they're like, oh, people were pleasantly surprised by the intriguing mechanics and innovation and the favoring of emergent gameplay, and not look at it and go, oh, Lord of the Rings is hot again! Print more! Make more! Like,
that's exactly what I was gonna say,
and
actually.
That's what's gonna happen, but I hope it doesn't. So, I don't know.
We'll talk about it again when the third or fourth Shadow of Mordor comes out. That's exclusively free to play bullshit.
A MOBA. Yeah, a Shadow of Mordor MOBA.
I like how that just got depressing. You didn't even want to finish the joke.
Shadow of Mordor, like, MMO, probably wouldn't be good, but could be good.
That could be. I really think.
Don't even say that.
Here we fucking go. Oh my god.
The next WoW killer announced: Shadow of Mordor online.
I really want people to stop
somewhere on the internet said it would be good.
The thing with MMOs is there's there's so much potential in that genre, and we're so stuck in WoW for some reason.
Yeah.
And I don't get it. Like,
did you know they had a 13 million player base at one point? Did you know how much money that generates? Did you know how many expansion packs they'll buy in addition to paying $15 a month?
I know, but do you know how many
games?
Do you know how many games have tried that formula and failed?
Yeah.
It doesn't work anymore because everybody's played WoW and they don't want anything else. They'll just play WoW again if they want WoW.
Well, that's the thing that never made sense to me is that and this is happening again in MOBAs. You see things like whatever that fucking shitty one that looks just like League of Legends is. Dawn whatever. Dawngate. And it's like, didn't you guys learn the lesson from all those games that tried to ape WoW? If people wanted to play more WoW, they would just go play fucking WoW. No one's gonna play Dawngate if they've already got 1,000 hours in League of Legends. Why would they play your game? It's the same thing.
It's crazy. It's so stupid.
Yeah. Like, there's no reason for them to do that. Why would they do? Especially since you see all these games that are in the WoW era. You saw all these MMOs coming out. I mean, honestly, out of the WoW era, you can look at like the Old Republic, which came out a couple years ago. That was the same thing.
Yeah.
They just made it World of Warcraft. But they made it World of Warcraft, and it didn't have like PvP. It didn't have endgame bosses. It didn't have all this stuff because you can't make that immediately. And it's like, well, then why ape WoW when you can't even make the product that they have now? Because they've been working at it for like 10 years. Of course, they're gonna have a better game. Especially if you're just gonna make the same game with a different IP.
Yeah. The corporate interests at hand see the cycle and how this stuff goes, but they're not actually attached to the industry the same way as the people that are in the trenches, actually playing the games. So they see how short everyone's attention span is, and they go, oh, well, anything new that comes out is immediately legitimized just by existing, and will demand a certain player base just because it's there as an option. So they take that and they say, well, okay, if we already have our foot in the door by simply existing, and our budget for marketing is this big, it means that we're guaranteed this big of a player base, so it's actually a bad investment for us not to take an attempt at it in the event that we do make some sort of headway in this sector. So they go forward with that belief in mind. So it's more about an investment and a gamble than it is about even making a statement like that they're just saying, oh, well, fucking WoW, so whatever, let's make another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a risk-reward thing for them.
It's so frustrating because there's so many cool things that could happen in a game where you're just playing alongside a bunch of other people. Mm-hmm. It's just, as far as I can tell, never going to happen because everybody's stuck on making WoW again.
Yeah, imagine like an MMO, like, essentially Don't Starve kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that.
They would say Rust, right? Isn't that?
Yeah, but then they have
but Rust is like... It's different.
I guarantee there's going to be 20 of those.
It's doesn't feel like an MMO.
It's sealed off and all that, but I guarantee there's going to be a lot of that style of game. It's just they're all in development and they're all going to be shitty in early access for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they stopped making Rust too, didn't they? Like the guy just gave up on it.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it just had a big update recently. I didn't hear that.
Maybe. I don't know. I thought I heard that the guy, the lead guy, because it's the guy who made Gary's mod. And
it's ridiculous to me that DayZ and Rust 2, to an extent, mostly DayZ, it's always on the top of top sellers.
Yeah.
Like, how many copies has that game sold?
They're
because it's not like
a concept.
It's not good.
It's not. It's still stupid early access. It's still awful and laggy and all that. It's just like
they're throwing money at an idea they wish could be done.
It's just so weird though because it's all consistently on the top seller page, which means it's outselling every other game that's out there every day it's been like a year and a half now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's number 2. Actually, wow. Counter-Strike Global Offensive is the top seller?
That game is also perpetually really high on the top sellers though.
It's actually I've noticed it's been blowing up, that game. It's been getting a lot more viewers on Twitch and stuff and things like that. I don't know. It's strange.
I don't get it at all.
Yeah.
I don't know why suddenly it's. I like the game a lot though.
I blame Northern Lion.
I think you know what I think it is actually is because they added hats to the game. And
but that was a long ass time ago though.
That was like a year ago. But I mean,
it's been a lot more than a year.
Do you think is it really more than a year?
I think it's been like 2 years. Yeah. I don't know. That's been in the game for quite a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely part of it. It is like Yeah, I'm definitely more motivated to play a round of Counter-Strike when I might get like a sweet gun skin. Even though that's not the primary reason I'm playing, it's like if I'm making a choice in my head, like which game should I play? Well, I could get a gun if I play Counter-Strike.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like, and it's weird because the hat system in Counter-Strike is like very well done. Like it really encourages buying boxes. It really encourages playing to get items. Dota seems to just be in this world of its own where it doesn't really seem to know why it has hats anymore. Like the drop
systems, weird.
The drop system's completely broken. Although I got 4 drops like this week, I don't know how.
That happened, really?
Yeah, I've gotten like
what really?
Yeah, it's insane.
What'd
I've gotten
get?
like 4, just like some shitty rare sets. Like
I haven't gotten a drop in like.
No, yeah, I know. People haven't gotten drops in like months. Yeah, that's why the system's broken right now.
I haven't gotten a drop since the new drop system.
But
me too.
But it's just even the boxes right now are not like. They're done very strangely to the point where it's just like, all right, you can spend about $10 and then you get every item that's in the box and you have a chance to get the rare item and you're probably going to get it. It just seems like there's no rare items anymore.
Yeah.
And like in Counter-Strike, you get the little roulette wheel and everything's all exciting and I could get a knife, and it's really cool
animation, and you can see it like on the armory in the thing there.
Yeah,
and they're absurdly expensive items in Counter-Strike. Knives are worth like $200.
And it's weird because in Dota you can get an unusual courier, but they're more common, or at least they were when I got the 2 that I have, and they're only worth like $20. Some are worth like $10, and now
which is not how it used to be.
No, yeah, they used to be way more too, and you don't really see that you can get the courier. It tells you in like this tiny little text box, and like when you hover over a specific part, like sometimes you can go over the chest and it won't tell you that you're going to get the courier or even have the chance at it. But if you have to like hover over it at a specific window in the game in some specific scenario to even see that you can do that, and so there's just no excitement. And the chests are so like they're only released with like tournaments now, and there's never like any more like just normal chests series that are out. They seem to just not really want, which is weird because the hats are where they make their money.
Well, there's a possibility involved here that also I will take on a tangential note a bit too. So one thing about Dota is that they've mentioned, it's cryptic, but it's pretty clear that they're updating the engine. And moving it over to Source 2.
Yeah, they're doing that 3 months, I think, is the general idea.
Yeah, within the next the first quarter of 2015, Dota 2 might be entirely moved over to Source 2, which is pretty interesting for a couple of reasons, because that could mean a lot of things for a lot of different games. Like I know that it isn't Left 4 Dead 3 is already in development, and that should be coming out on Source 2. And I'm gonna say it. It's gonna be said.
Don't.
But if you're if you're making Source 2,
don't talk.
You're gonna make Half-Life 2 Episode 3.
You're gonna make Half-Life 2 Episode 3 confirmed. No, but for real, like I honestly.
No. What I said is the real one. Just say that.
That would actually be hilarious if they made Half-Life 2 Episode 3.
That would be funny.
I said before, I wanted them to have a conference like the Square Enix thing did with Final Fantasy, where they get everybody all revved up and they're like, man, this is it, guys. They're going to announce the fucking remake of Final Fantasy VII. We're going to fucking cream our pants. And it's just a port to PC! Or rather PS4, I totally ruined that.
It's a port too. It's like they didn't even like update the graphics or anything, right?
They could have added like 1 polygon and it would have looked better. Like
yeah, seriously, 1 polygon per model because they're like 3 polygon models. Like everything in that game is just a pyramid moving around. That's the entire game. Oh god, yeah. Yeah, well, Half-Life 3 is confirmed, so that's pretty good to hear, I think.
All right, thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah, this is Watching Magic.
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
We'll be back Mondays and Fridays, and once Half-Life 3 comes out, we're just going to all play Half-Life 3 instead of Magic 2015.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah I'm not. I don't really think Half-Life's that good.
I have faith in a Valve first-party game that is, like, straight up what their roots are. I would be really excited to see what they make, because I mean they've done mostly not game stuff for a long time now, besides like Portal,
I just don't think that story is anywhere to go that I'm interested in. And I also don't like the character at this point. He used to be like an everyman, and they turned him into a god character.
Yeah, that's a little bit weird. Yeah.
I don't know. I'd play it. Yeah, Half-Life 2's story coming from Half-Life 1 was so fucking weird. I was like, wait, what's going on?
Made
Why
no
am I
sense.
Why am I some kind of deity? What happened?
Yeah. I'm sorry, deity, I think is what you meant to say.
Yeah, I'm sorry. He went on a diet, is what happened.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Became a deity.
Gordon Freeman. Well, I mean, that suit, it's really heavy.
Yeah.
You can inject the juices from the wall to make you feel better.
What are we talking about?
Juices from the wall. It's called a glory hole, Rob. Jeez.
Come on.
You know what? Hip lingo. They tried to make that contest so that they could make a real life medical tricorder from Star Trek. I want the things from Half-Life where you can just like plug your arm into a wall and suddenly you're healthy, or like you've been shot but you're totally fine if you just like fucking grab some wall juice.
That would almost certainly just end up being heroin being injected into you.
Yeah, that's probably true. The other thing, though, is, like, with the Black Mesa facility, like, why do they have those on every wall? Because...
It's a dangerous place, man.
Is it that dangerous? Because before the shit goes down, it seems pretty straight up, like...
Dude, there's freaking electric beams everywhere and giant tapping monsters, of course.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but the monsters
you're gonna try to feed the monster and suddenly, like, your arm's off and you have to go back to the wall arm thing and get better.
Your arm back.
Even without that, the freaking turrets that are all over the place, there's choppers shooting rockets at you, the place is dangerous.
That's a good point, yeah.
I don't know how they did any science.
Yeah, you pretty much... Like, you put on the energy suit and you go into the acid to go and clean up something or something, and then, like, you're in there a little bit too long, and you're going to need, in addition to the energy thing, the health thing.
That's a good point.
Which is great, because in the beginning, they actually show a robot cleaning up the shit as you're on the train.
Right.
That's true.
Whatever.
Yeah, that is a good point. There are sewers filled entirely with acid in the Black Mesa facility for some reason. So, yeah.
Not to mention all the exploding barrels and hanging crates. It's a very dangerous place.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. What's the deal with the rivers of acid that run beneath the Black? What do they need all that acid?
That's what happens. It's just a byproduct of science, man. You're doing that much science, you're gonna have a whole lot of acid to deal with.
Acid, yeah, that makes sense. All right, well, Magic Mondays and Fridays, come back, please.
Wednesdays.
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Half-Life 3 confirmed. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
This is alpacapatrol signing out. Peace, fools. Oh, God, I'm not signing out. Where's my mouse? All right, there it is. Peace, fools.